Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the season premiere Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football post-game show. I'll break down both games in just a sec, but first, here is, as I promised, the Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football trivia question. What player set a Monday Night Football record with 221 yards rushing in a game in 1987? I will have the answer later in the broadcast. Well, were you ready for the football tonight? The New Orleans Saints came from behind to beat the Houston Texans 30-28 at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. The Saints won in style tonight. Houston jumped out to the early lead, and New Orleans had been down throughout the game, but then they were up 21 to I think it was 21. They were down. They were up 21 to 7. They were down 21-17 at the half, and then they were up 21-27, and then Houston came back, and they were up 28-27, and then in the fourth, at the end of the fourth quarter, the Saints kicked a field goal, and they won a wild one tonight at 30-28. Drew Brees, 300. I got to give the game balls to two of the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees, 32 of 43 carries and attempts, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and Alvin Kamara, 13 carries, 97 yards. Well, in the second Monday night game, the Oakland Raiders beat the Denver Broncos 24-16 at Oakland Coliseum in Oakland, California. Raiders led 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. And Denver had missed a field goal in the second, and it was the Raiders still led 14-0 at the half. The Broncos were down, had kicked 2 field goals. They were down 14-6 at the end of the third quarter. And then the Raiders scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter, and they were up 20-6. And then the Broncos kicked another field goal, and they were up. They were down 24-9. And then the Broncos scored a touchdown, and they were up 24-16, and that was as close as they got, and all the Raiders had to do was take a knee, and they got the win. So I give the game balls to Derek Carr, 22 of 28, 259 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and Terrell Williams made some dynamite plays tonight. 6 recoveries, 105 yards, and 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. These were 2 great games tonight, and both these games were intense. And so, Tyrell Williams, he scored one of the Raiders' first touchdown of the game, and he really put up some big numbers tonight. And I got to tell you, he really did. And this game between the Raiders and Broncos was really, really close. So I have to give credit to where credit is due. So that's why Derek Carr, Terrell Williams, you guys get the game balls. Well, and that means week 1 is in the books. So, and we'll have final thoughts in a moment. But right now, I'm going to reveal the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football trivia question. What Monday Night Football player set a Monday Night Football record with 221 yards rushing in a game in 1987? And if you said Bo Jackson, you are correct. Jackson tore the Seattle Seahawks for 221 yards on November 30th, 1987. This was a game in which Jackson ran over the highly touted the Seattle Seahawks linebacker Brian Bosworth. The Raiders won the game in Seattle 37-14. And I'll have another trivia question on my next broadcast, so stay tuned for that. And as I just said, week 1 is in the books, and just my final thoughts are these games were just really good tonight and intense. And I give the Saints just won a wild one tonight, and that last second field goal, and and the Saints just had it. I mean, the Texans had a chance, and they could not stop New Orleans. New Orleans kicked that field goal, and they deserved the win. They got it, and so that's the reason why I feel I have to tip my hat to the New Orleans Saints tonight, and that's why I just feel we really really have had two great, and why I have to tip my hat to the Raiders for the second game, because they really played a great game, and the Broncos struggled. Joe Flacco was had I think he was 14 of 23, 248 yards, one touchdown and one interception. So, but we'll see. So, next Monday night we will have the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets, and it will be the 50th anniversary of that matchup from 1969. And hopefully, we will have a Browns win to talk about next week, as hopefully the Browns will go to 1-1. Hopefully, they will look at their mistakes and correct them, and work on the areas they need to work on, because we love the Browns and we want a Browns win. We don't want another blowout like we had this yesterday. So, well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football postgame show. I'll be back with a regular podcast on Wednesday, and Scott Sports Thursday Night 101 Thursday Night Football pregame show and postgame show on Thursday, when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will take on the Carolina Panthers to kick off Week 2. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day, in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.